Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome to GameTechUK. Welcome to a little cheeky stream. You know, I don't normally stream on a Saturday night, but we had such a fantastic time streaming last night. We streamed for about 3 hours, I think. We did some bus simulator last night, and if you remember correctly, at the very start of the stream, at this stage in the stream, there was 135 people in yesterday. Today there is a start of 235. So first and foremost, I must say a massive thank you to everyone that comes into the streams, each and every single one of you. I do genuinely appreciate that. If you know me, if you follow the channel, you know that I genuinely appreciate that. One thing I would ask, it is only a small thing, would you just leave me a little cheeky like so we can get on with the evening? And also, I'm 50 subs off of 15k. That's all I'm going to say tonight. That's all good. Right, how is everyone is the most important thing. I'll say some names just before we start. We've got Dylan, we've got Andy, Jamster, Sandy, we got Kenny in here, Graham, WC, we got Mark, we got Tommy, Mid Wales Emergency Videos. How you doing? Thank you, Emperor Knight, I appreciate that. We've got Jason in here, Madman's in here, Theme Park, Dave, No Clip. I appreciate you all coming in. Right, what are we going to do today? Well, unfortunately, I haven't got a new build. I'm waiting for the latest build. Now, if you think back to about a week ago, I did make quite a deep dive video into the things that I think need to be in Truck Driver upon release. That video went down really well. It was never meant to be, thank you Stefan, it was never meant to be a negative video. I like Truck Driver, I've always liked Truck Driver. I think all of us like the idea, thank you Modern, I think all of us like the idea of a truck driver simulator coming to console. That's where my interest lies. I'm not interested in the PC version. On this, I'm all about the Xbox and the PlayStation version. So that video was never meant to be, let's pull Truck Driver apart. It was meant to be, thank you Aaron, it was meant to be a critical look, in my opinion, of what I think needs to happen. And everyone, literally almost everyone, has put a comment saying, yes, that's what we need. And I'm really, really hoping we do get them improvements. Do I think we're going to get them improvements on day of release? Probably not all of them. Do I think we'll get some of them? We need some of them. We need the screen tearing absolutely sorted. I won't be happy unless the screen tearing is sorted. But yeah, do I think we get all of them? No. Do I think we get some of them? Yes. Do I think that Sedesco and Triangle Studios are going to support this afterwards? I genuinely think the answer to that is yes. I do speak to them quite a lot. Not very deep. I haven't got a sort of personal relationship with them. Just a business relationship. I'll tell them what I'm doing on a video. So I don't know any inside information. But I do hope, and I genuinely, they're lovely lads, they're lovely people at Sedesco, and I know they're quite passionate about this title. Jim, thank you very much, I appreciate that, mate. I will talk to you, I don't want to sell the channel now because we've got 300 people in. Thank you, Jim, I appreciate that. I'll speak to you about that. Are you in Discord, Jim? I think you are, and I can chat you in there about what you get. They're very, very nice people, and it's one thing that I love about working with indie developers, is the fact that you can actually talk to them. More importantly, they listen. You know, they're very passionate about the game, Sedesco, and they want to make it into the game that you want. The only trouble here, thank you, Jack, and thank you to everyone that's subscribing. I think you're probably going to get me to 15k tonight, which is a massive target for me, so I appreciate that. The problem with something like Truck Driver, where in the past I've streamed Euro Truck and stuff like that, and we get lots of console players coming in going, oh, wouldn't it be lovely? So we've got something like that now. But the thing is, what do they say about too many cooks spoiling the broth? Everyone has got a hand in. It must have that. It must have this. It's got to have that. It won't be a game unless it has that. And that's why in that video, I put across my opinions. You know, it was just literally what I think needs to happen. And I think that a lot of people have come in here, and maybe to a point, I don't know this, but maybe to a point, Sedesco have just gone, it's like everyone is screaming at us what they want in this game. And I think what they want to get is the core of the game out, and then they can build on it. I did say in that video that I wish, thank you Chris, I wish there'd been more upfront about what we're going to get in the future. Are we buying this game? Is that it? Is that it? Thank you Kevin. Is this the game we're buying? Or are we buying into a future franchise that console players can be proud of? and get involved in and spend hours on. That's the only thing I'd like to know, and I know you want to know that as well. But what we're going to do tonight, we're not going to harp too much on those negative points, I suppose, for want of a better word. Thank you, Sandy. We're just going to play the game. I'm going to play the game for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and we're just going to have a game. We're just going to have a game. We're going to talk about it. There'll be people in here that don't know much about truck drivers, so obviously I'll be answering questions. If you've got anything you want to know, thank you, Anthony. If you've got anything you want to know, just ask. The chat is going quite fast tonight, but I will do my best to keep up with it. So first and foremost, right, that's enough chatting. Right, that's enough chatting. Thank you, House. I appreciate that. Does the game have rain? Apparently, it has got rain. I've asked this question quite a lot, and there is a little bit of rain in the trailer, in the last trailer, but I haven't seen rain. How much of a recent build? It actually does say bottom right. It's June, so it's still quite an old build, but that's good and bad in a way. I wish I had the latest build. I have got the latest build on PC, but I haven't got it set up, and the steering wheel doesn't work on PC unless I set it all up. Forget all that. I'm interested in bringing you PlayStation console footage. That's the thing that I'm interested in. So yeah, I'm sorry I haven't got the latest build. The second I have, you will be the first to know, because I'll come on live and just show it to you straight away. But the good thing is, if that's June, we can only assume that the developers have been working really, really hard on this. Surely they must do. So if that last build is 13th of June, we could be in for a treat. In all the negative things that I've come up with, all the the constructive things that I've tried to come up with. If that is June, then it's we're September now. So surely, fingers crossed, we're going to get things like the screen tearing. We're going to get loads of things fixed. Maybe even there might even be fixes in the game that I didn't mention in that video. So fingers crossed, right? Fingers crossed. Like I say, we're not going to harp too much on the constructive negativities, anything like that. If they're needed to, I'll mention them. Thank you, Osimo, thank you. But yeah, let's just get on with it, because you know what I'm like. I will just end up chatting for hours. JD, how you doing? So thank you for coming in. Settle in for at least half an hour. We're going to do some driving. We're going to do some deliveries. A little bit different to when I make videos about Truck Driver. I try and set up the best loads. We're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to dive in the game and play it exactly how you would play it at home. What delivery's next? Where shall I drive to? Thank you, Chris. Got to see Truck Driver. Right, okay. First of all, I want to just show you the options that you're going to get. Again, please keep in mind that this is a slightly older build, right? So things might change, things might improve. I don't know, but this is all I can show you is what I've got. So let's go to the options. First one, a lot of people ask me, has it got Russia, has it got Polish? There's loads of languages in here, so everyone should be, yeah, as my reversing, not that good. It's always been a weak point. It's got loads of languages, loads. Next, we've got an option to rotate the map to the direction of travel, which I hate it if it hasn't got that. I try and put this on in any game, be it Battlefield, anywhere. It has to be. I hate it when you're going north, but actually you're going down on the mini-map. So that's good that that's on. In-cabin HUD mirrors enabled, so you can turn the in-game HUD mirrors off. I did mention in that video that I would like to turn the left-hand mirror off, because on some of the trucks it does hover over the actual vehicle mirror, so that would be a nice little treat to be able to choose which mirror you want on. This is quite a good option though. So if you come out of your first person and go into third person, do you want the mirrors on? I've turned them off on that. I think it looks quite cool. Yes, it has got ForceFeedback. Yes, it has. Yeah. Game just. I'll try and read as much as I can. Are you even going to play the game? Modern? No, I'm not going to play it, mate. Yeah. Get on with it. Shut up, Suzuki. Right, next up, if you don't like a bit of chatting, then you are absolutely in the wrong stream. If you do like talking about games and you want to know more about it, you're in the right stream. So if that is the case, then there's the door. Right, okay, we have got a graphics mode. You can favour resolution or you can favour graphics as well. I've got mine on favour resolution, but you can do whatever you want to do. Audio, pretty basic options in here. You can do the whole sound effects. We can turn the music down. I actually really like the music in this game. I really do like it. Actually, I might turn it up a little bit just so you can hear that in the game. It's really nice music. Controls, we can do the steering sensitivity. I haven't really changed or felt the need to change anything. Everything's fine now. If you are going to play on controller, that is the control scheme for the PlayStation, and I'm sure it's pretty similar to the Xbox, if not directly the same. And the next one is the steering wheel. So we know now, if you go, there's a link in, there's a bottom of the description. I've put the full list of supported steering wheels in there. It's quite an extensive list actually, but yeah, the full list is down there. So if you don't see your steering wheel on the list, I don't think it's going to be supported. I don't think shifters are supported at the moment. Again, maybe that might come. I'm not sure. So that's the options. Let's get into the game. I can't show you the trophies. The trophies aren't working yet, but there is, if you want to know what the trophies are. Thank you very much, Thomas. I appreciate that. Come into Discord, Thomas, with your name, Uriah Thomas, and I'll tell you about the benefits you get. I don't want to talk about it now because I don't want it to look like I'm sort of promoting just myself, because I know why you're here. You're here to see the game. But thank you very much. Yeah, trophies, if you are interested in preparation for when the game's out, what the trophies and achievements are, there is a video in my playlist. Click up there. There. Click top right, there's a playlist in there. One of the videos is all the achievements for the game. So if you are an achievement hunter, yeah, then you'll know exactly what it is. Let's get in there and play. Please don't turn music on, it's awful. Well, that's in your opinion, Steve. I quite like the music actually. Phantom, I have already pre-ordered Truck Driver for console. Nice one. Can you do one thing for me? We did this yesterday in the bus sim stream. I want you just to type, and please don't spam it. Only one person, one comment. Can you please put in the chat now? You know what I'm going to say. You already know what I'm going to say. Are you getting it on PlayStation 4? Are you getting it on Xbox? Just a simple PlayStation 4 or Xbox. Only one comment each. Don't keep spamming the same one. Let's get an opinion. I think last night it was I think it was veering maybe towards Xbox last night. A lot of PlayStation 4s. I think it's 50-50, you know. Yeah, it's quite interesting. Actually, there's a lot of Xbox there. A lot of Xbox. And I will be showing you this, guys. Switch, you wish. I will be showing you the Xbox version very, very soon as well. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? I think that's 50-50, you know. No, I think PlayStation 4 has just pipped you to the post. DS, GameCube, right, okay. Now, there is one shortfall in to talk about straight away, and I need to mention this because you'll understand why I'm playing it on steering wheel. Alright, you can stop now. PlayStation 4 wins. Is this a more up-to-date build? No, Peter, no. I'm due it any day, but I've got hour and a half, 2 hours free tonight. And, yeah, I will add a poll, actually. Yeah, you're totally right. I've got a couple of hours spare tonight, and I thought, actually, I just fancy getting on after last night talking about bus sim. If you are interested in bus sim, that is my previous video, so if you want to check that out. But I thought, no, I will get on, because we talked about bus sim all last night, and I want to talk about Truck Driver tonight. There is one issue with using the steering wheel at the moment, and fingers crossed, this is going to get sorted, if not in my list of requirements, and that's what I'm going to call it, my list of requirements. If not, very, very soon after launch, and I do mean very, very soon, because this is a big thing. A lot of people want to play this game with a steering wheel. The developers have put in quite a comprehensive list, which is in the bottom of this description. So they're taking steering wheels seriously. They've looked upon it seriously. But there's a problem. At the moment, we can't go third person, and we can't look left and right. Now, in a driving game, that is a glaring omission. So, at the moment, I don't want to only play it on controller. I want to use my steering wheel. I have tried it with a pad. Most of my videos on the channel are using this, and it's totally and utterly fine. You do not need a steering wheel to play this game. It's just a nice way to play it. But you can't do this, right? So you can't do that at the moment on the steering wheel. There's just no option to do it. So when you go to a junction, you can't look left and right, and also you can't do this either. So you can't go third person, and you can't look around, which you need to do. So if this doesn't come at launch, this is why I felt I had to mention it in that video. If this doesn't come at launch, it needs to come like an hour later. It needs to happen. So at the moment, I'm gonna have to play this game with steering wheel and controller. Right, so down on the D-pad to okay, right, down on the D-pad to start. Now, very conveniently, behind the garage, this is the main garage. Let me show you where we are on the map. So we're down the very, very bottom of the map. There's only one garage in the game. You can spawn to the garage at any time. So even if you're right up the top of the map, for example, you don't have to drive to the garage if you don't want to. I haven't decided, if that's a good thing or not, because you can just spawn. You can just spawn to the garage at any time. So, for example, I've used that to my advantage a couple of times. So, say for example, I'm here, and I know my next delivery or my next pickup is all the way down here. I'll just spawn to the garage. So I'm not sure about that option. I wouldn't mind if there was maybe a few garages around the map so you could drive to the next one. Thank you, sports fan. I appreciate that. Thank you for all the work you do. It's my pleasure. I will just say now, I've never had 450 people in a stream, so I'm going to say absolutely thank you very much for spending a bit of time in my stream. One thing you will notice here, I do just like to have a chat about video games. It isn't just all action. If you like that sort of stream, you're in the right place. Thank you very much. Yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know why that thing's coming up from my previous overlay, but I do like to have a chat. I'm passionate about video games, absolutely love it, and especially when we've got a lot of people in, I like to talk about games, so yeah, you will get a lot of chatting. On and on, Suzuki, do you want to be banned? So, going back to what I was saying, I don't necessarily know from a gameplay point of view if that's the right option. I don't know, because I have cheated a couple of times. Like I say, rather than drive down here, I'll spawn to the garage and just start from here and do a very quick cheeky drive up there. I don't know. It's that's up to you to decide, and you'll have to see it in action. So what we can do is we've got a rest. Now there is one conveniently just behind here. Now, one of the things I did speak about in my video that I did, my serious discussion video, I did say that rather than just go up to this and press triangle, I would like you to have to park, and you'll see around the map, they're not, this one isn't too bad, it's behind your garage, it sort of makes sense, but some of them are a bit strangely placed and they do need looking at. So it says you're going to sleep for 4 hours, and that restores your stamina, which is top right, you can see. The stamina actually goes down really quickly. Try one of those repeatable missions. Yeah, we're just going to play it. We're just literally going to play it. So we're going to go to the map. I'm going to go to the what's it called? The wood. What's it called? The timber merchants. Pine Creek is where I'm going. So I'm going to set a waypoint there. We're going to go back inside the truck. We're going to go down on the D-pad. Will they expand the map? Fingers crossed. I want them to. I know they've got plans to. Or no, hang on, let me reword that. I know they want to. They're very passionate about the game. I know they've got big ambitions for the game. So let me reword that. I know they've got big ambitions for the game, and I hope they, increase it. The good thing is about this game, it's got endless possibilities what they can do with it. This could become as big as Euro Truck. Outside of the PC, I don't think this is going to make a hole in Euro Truck because it's got such a following and it's so established. But on the PlayStation and the Xbox, this could be as big. Jason, the greatest gamer, viewer and YouTuber, and now thank you very much, Phantom. I appreciate that. You're lovely people. Right, let's get going. So once we come out of here, our marker on the map will appear. Can you drive in free mode without a trailer without a mission? The only way you could do that would be to pick up a trailer. Thank you, yeah, thank you, Phantom. The only way to do that would be to pick up a trailer and then drive where you want. Absolutely drive where you want. Right, we're gonna put our lights on. So I really am using a mixture of controller and steering wheel, which, you know, if that's what it's got to be, that's what it's got to be. Because at the moment on the steering wheel, I've just got to pull out and hope that there's no one there. We haven't got this, so I've got my thumb down here, and we should be fine. Madman81, thank you very much. Right, okay, so we're going to take a right-hand turn here, and we're just going to go casual. We're not going to fly around the map. I've got no trailer on at the moment, so it should be fairly easy. How do you turn your signal lights on the controller? Signal lights, what, left and right on the D-pad? Yeah, left and right on the D-pad. I actually think that needs changing. I think the signal lights need to go somewhere else, and left and right on the D-pad. Thank you, Fortnite. Left and right on the D-pad need to be the look at left and right. That's absolutely what needs to happen. Hello, Sketch. How are you? Hello, Alex. How are you? So we're just gonna take our time now. In the graphics are similar to Bus Sim. Yeah, I suppose they are. They are very similar. Do they add online? It would be great to have it online. The only thing I would say about online, right? The only thing I would say, thank you for subscribing. The only thing I'd say about online, whenever I think about Euro Truck, I don't really think online. I play the single player. Very, very occasionally we might have a multiplayer night, and we go in there for fun. But I don't really play multiplayer as my everyday version of Euro Truck. I just go single player. So in the list of requirements, do I want multiplayer? That's down a little bit. It's not at the top of my list. It doesn't mean that it's not going to be at the top of your list. It's just not at the top of my list. See, this is the problem. When you've got a game like this that creates a sort of passionate audience, if you like, which is what this game and Bus Simulator has got. You've got so many people wanting different things. They, Sedesco, or any developer, can't really give you all exactly what you want on a limited budget, being an indie developer. So they have to pick and choose, and hopefully get enough support when it's out to be able to finance them to go on and improve the game, because that's the reality of the business, isn't it? If they don't sell any copies, which obviously isn't going to happen, but if they don't sell any copies, how are they going to afford to keep improving the game, you know? So it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. But like I said in that video, all I wanted to know from Sedesco was, what are your plans? Don't give me specifics of plans, because I know you can't do that. What are your plans? I just want to know what I'd like to know your wish list, you know, as a developer, what they want to do, what they think realistic. That's all I'd like to know. No, the map isn't very big, and the good thing is, see again, what I was saying earlier was about working with indie developers. They're very honest, they're very transparent, and you know, the lads on Sedesco have shown the map many times, as I have. They haven't tried to hide it from you. Yes, it is a small map. For a truck driving game, yes it is, but all we can hope is that that's going to get expanded on, you know. I'm playing it on the Pro. 9 subs to 15. Wow, we should get that tonight then, shouldn't we? What about the truck set? Is it quite quiet? I can turn it up for you. It's not a problem. If you want it turned up, I can turn it up. Do you think truck driver be easy? Oh, sorry, what was that? If you leave off the brake, will the truck move itself? No, unless you're pressing the accelerator. Drive on the proper side of the road, yeah. No, the Logitech side panel isn't in the list, so no, it wouldn't. Turn it up. All right, let's turn it up. Let's just park here. I'm sure they won't mind. I want you to hear the sound. Right, tell me if that's better. One thing I don't like is fighting for volume. Is that raining? Oh my god, it is raining. I've never seen the rain before. Wow. Okay. I've asked Sedesco about this quite a few times, you know. Actually, it looks like snow. In all the videos I've made, we've never seen rain. Now, how do we do the wipers? Has it got wipers? Oh God, I'm getting excited now. It hasn't got wipers. Maybe that is as much as it rains. We need wipers though. Wipers don't work. Okay. Yeah, so they have got some kind of weather. It's like drizzle. Yeah, I still need my wipers on though. Well, I've never seen that before, so 436 people have made that happen. We've made it rain. Yeah, it's howling down. I've never seen someone excited for rain. I know, Jap, sorry. I do get very excited over games. I love games. This is my passion. So to be able to do this. Actually looks like snow. Unless we've got wipers in the game and you get effects on the windscreen, I'll take that out. Personally, that's only my it's not a brilliant effect, is it? If it isn't really going to do anything other than that, then I personally would take it out, because that isn't a real rain effect, is it? I was happy that we actually could see the rain though. It's the first time I've seen it. Yeah, of course it needs wipers. Absolutely it needs wipers. Why would it not have wipers? So personally, like I say, if this is the rain effect, take it out. Let's take that out, definitely. It looks like snow, doesn't it? Yeah, but with no wiper, it's not complete, is it? Now, is that better? Is that better for you, volume-wise? Sandy, hi from Germany. How are you? Yeah, the steering wheel comes back after a turn, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose in a way it's a mixture, isn't it, of hardware limitations and developer limitations and game engine limitations. They are in the Unity engine, they are in a small studio, and you have to program, you have to develop for the lowest common denominator, which is the Xbox One standard and the PlayStation 4 standard. So, you know, thank you very much, Phantom. Jason, you might have game settings for your wipers. No, there isn't, Phantom. No, there doesn't seem to be anything. Can we hear brakes? No air brakes, Steve. One thing I will just say as well, and I have said this a few times, but I haven't really said it lately, is the fact that it's setting your expectations of where this game is heading for. This is not a vehicle simulator, and it is important to know, because if you listen to that and you take that in, it changes some of your expectations. This is not a vehicle simulator. This is not like Euro Truck, where they're very, you know, licensed truck. This is, dare I say it without being negative in any way, this is an arcade game. Really, it's not really meant to simulate the vehicle. It's meant to simulate a day in the life of a truck driver, driving around, delivering. You know, it's not very deep on the simulator side of things. And once I think you get that in your mind, then, you know, it's not the most expensive game. It's not a 60 quid game. It's a 30 quid game. It's an indie developer. There's the hope, and this is why I want Sedesco to come up with something to let us know, but there is the hope that this is going to improve over time and the community can help mould it. But at the moment, you are buying a fairly cheap arcade truck driving game on the console. So that's what you're buying. You're not buying a massive simulator. So I think once you get your expectations there, you start to understand it a little bit more. Yeah, of course it's got a lot of potential, and I want to see that. I more than anyone want to see that potential realised. Do indicators auto cancel? I don't think so. I don't think so. Right, let's go up to here, because we're going to get a job. Are you sure it's arcade? You said it about Rallycross the other day. Yeah, you're right, Aiden. Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Yeah, definitely. How does the wheel feel compared to Euro Truck? One, I'm not here to compare it as such to Euro Truck or even Bus Sim. How does the wheel feel in this game? Absolutely fine. It's got a nice bit of on this wheel. It's got a nice bit of resistance to it. The actual wheel feels fine. Jason gets a job. This is targeted consoles, right? I couldn't see it outperforming. No, and I don't think that Sedesco or Triangle Studios for 1 second you know, they're realistic lads. For 1 second, they wouldn't think, right, we are going to go and we're going to go and smash SCS. We're going to knock Eurotrack off as the #1. Come on, they're not thinking that. What they're trying to do, I think, and I'm not speaking for them. This is all my opinions. I'm not speaking for Tedesco for 1 second. These are my opinions. But what I think they're trying to do is fill a hole in the market for us console drivers to be able to sit here and drive a truck, pick up things and deliver them. You know what I mean? I think that's what they're trying to do. Can you use paddles for the turn signals? You can't reassign anything yet, and I really would like that, but you can't. No, you've got to do their control scheme. I do hope they support it though, if they do like a little roadmap once it's released. That's all I want. I'll be so happy. I'll be making videos about it all the time. All I want is a potential roadmap. The trouble is, when people hear something, they take it for gospel, don't they? So if Tedesco come up and said, well, oh, we'd really like maybe a ferry port where you had to go to an island. I mean, you could have all that in this game. Even if they say that, you're going to hear that and you're going to go, there's a ferry island coming, awesome. And then next week you'll be messaging going, when's the ferry coming? When's the island coming? You know, you have to be careful as a developer in what you say, but saying that, come on, we need to know where this game is going. Tree hugging. Look at Sven. Look at him. Look. Working with you has its benefits. Right, here we go. So, I'm not sure about this phone conversation. I'm not sure about this. I never have been sure about this phone conversation going on in the middle of the screen. I'm not sure. And also, you can't really do anything until it's completed, you know? I don't know if the actual truck, the actual trailer is here. No. So sometimes when you go to a mission, this is quite a cool thing about it. It's not just a simple case of, right, there's a trailer here, go and take it somewhere else. Sometimes you actually have to go and drive the trailer. Sometimes you even have to find the trailer or find where do you want to drop it off. They need to show speed limits, absolutely, Sandy, yeah, because I'm driving along the motorway and I don't know what the speed limit is and I need to know. Yeah, definitely. In other words, game needs to go back to the oven for another year. Maybe Gothic, yeah, not back to the oven. What it needs is that us playing it and giving our feedback, but I suppose that's called early access, isn't it? Don't know. Say ho to my kids, we're all watching. Hello, Bodran, how you doing? Bodran C. Right, okay, so let's get back in here. Let's get back in. Is there a free mode once you complete all missions? Well, free mode is open. See, that's the thing about the game. After the first mission, when you load it up and play it, you'll get one mission just to show you how to use the truck. And that's it. It's quite nice, actually. That's it. That is it. You go and speak to. Can you put music in the truck? Dragon. Everyone asked me to turn the music down. Oh, do you mean can you put music in there? No, you can't. No. Tell us about your rig. Well, I want this stream to be all about truck driver. The rig is called GT Amiga. The link to that is in the description below. Yeah, I don't really want to talk too much about me or the channel. I just want to do a truck driver stream. But yeah, if you look in the description, it's in there. Right, so what we're going to do is we got 5.2 kilometers. I'll always see, the thing is, you know, you can make this game more realistic by playing it more realistically. You know, we could be slamming along here and going as fast as we can, but with games like this, it's a bit like Bus Sim last night. If you play realistic, it becomes realistic. So on these bits where we're on the dirt, I like to go slower. Just silly things like that, you know. Is there a radio that you can turn on in Bus Sim? No. Is this the final product? No. There is one more build to come, which the second I get it, and it should be any day now, the second I get it, I will be on here streaming for you instantly to show you what improvements have been made. So at the moment, he cut the corner a little bit there, didn't he? See, at the moment here, you need the control. If you're going to play this on your steering wheel and it gets released like this without that fix that I've spoken about many times, you are going to need the controller, because currently on the steering wheel there's no left and right. So you're going to need what I'm doing here. I've got the controller here, and we can just look left and right, or right and left. That's the way we can do it. The only problem with that is getting the camera back to central. It's difficult to get it back to center all the time. Sometimes you think, oh, it's over to the little bit, so you have to sort of just adjust it. It's a bit of a pain, but that's what we've got, so that's what I'm trying to make the best of. Right, I'm just going to indicate here. I don't understand that language, Javier, I'm afraid. I only speak English. You have your high beams on. Oh, do I? Hang on, no, it isn't high beam, actually. Let's just pull over. Nice and safe. Have we got high beams on? Low beams. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't, actually. There's low beam. There's high beam. I think that's a bit of a... I think it needs a green. Where the blue is... I think it needs to be green, doesn't it? They've done blue because high beam is blue. So no, I didn't have that high beam on. It's just got the same icon as a high beam. Can you use a shifter on your truck? No, not a shifter. You can do manual gears. I don't like manual gears. I like automatic gears when I'm playing a game like this. But you can do manual gears. What's Pete doing? Right, so again, what is the... It's a 120 along here, so we can go caning. We can go... Oh, we can't because we're coming off. Do you have to press that... do you have to have that menu up every time you want to put lights on? Yeah, at the moment, Michael, yes. Thank you, Gerard. Yeah, there's no quick button for lights, unfortunately, at the moment. There is a quick button for cruise control, which is up on the D-pad. Yeah, personally, I would take the rain out. You know, that would be, I would do that as an emergency. Take the rain out. Just take it out. If this is the final rain condition, see, it's in my house. If this is the final rain, if this is the final version of rain, personally, I would take that out because the wipers aren't working and the rain effect isn't very good. So I would, I'd rather have no rain than have what we currently have here. It's almost a bit off-putting, actually. Yeah, I would take that out. There's no wipers. How can you have rain with no wipers? Hello, Kenny. How are you? Yeah, none of the rain is hitting the windscreen. What I might do is... it should stop in a minute, hopefully. This is literally the first time I've seen any kind of rain effect in the game. There is speed cameras. Yes, there is. Yes. No, I don't think mods will come to it. Again, we don't know for sure, but mods certainly won't be in the release version, and I don't think mods will come to it. It would be quite cool if we had mods, because it would let the community do it, but I know it's quite hard. See, I've just gone up on the D-pad now, and I've got cruise control on, so I'm not touching the accelerator at all, and we're keeping to the speed limit. The only reason I knew the speed limit is because we had one single speed limit sign go past, so... I don't know if you watched that video that I come up with, but just below where it says 50 kilometers, I would love what the speed limit is on this road. It would be fantastic. Then I could know, oh, this road's a 120, this road's a 30, this road's a 50, and just know it instantly, you know? No, there's no weight bridges, no. Yeah, mod support would be good, but I know it's very, very difficult. I know Farming Sim has done it on the console. I don't know of any other console game. Like Wreckfest, for example. Wreckfest is fantastic. If you've got it, feel free to come and race with us. We're having some awesome nights. Wreckfest has got a massive modding scene on the PC. There's no mods on console. It's very difficult to get it working. And, you know, if the developer has created all of this, hopefully, fingers crossed, they can develop us whatever what we want. So any requirements will go on the list, and hopefully we'll get them. Yes, they did make Pure Farming, yes, which wasn't a massive hit by Triangle, I must say. Hello, sir. How are you? 2 subs away from 15k, really? Oh, that's lovely, that is. That's lovely. Do you think the graphics will improve on the final build? I think Sedesco have been quite open about that and saying no. What I'm hoping gets fixed is the frame rate and the screen tearing. The screen tearing is quite bad, and I wouldn't be happy with that if it got released like that. I'd have to moan a little bit, but I'm pretty confident that we're going to get that. I'm sure we are. See, it's quite confusing to be able to turn and do that at the same time. It's just disorientating. So all we need is thank you, Mark. All we need is a simple look left and look right, like I showed you last night on bus. And I'm trying to get it in the middle because it's disorientating. That's it there. Yeah, all we need is a simple look left and a simple look right. That is all we need. There you go, Max, because there's very, very... Thanks, mate. See you soon. 15k, nice one. Yeah, can you shut the door please, Max? Thanks, mate. Thank you very much, Kier. Any roadworks? No, there's no roadworks, yeah. Can you show the full truck interior? Yeah, let's pull over. We're not in any rush tonight. We're not trying to be the fastest to complete anything. Let's pull over. Alright, we've got our... That's it. Yeah, the truck interior. So you can... I like the truck interiors, actually. They look quite nice. You can look round using the right analog stick. And that's where you see the screen tearing, actually. Which I'm pretty sure they're going to do it. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Max come in and I was like, go on, out you go, Max. I'll speak to you later. The truck goes petrol or diesel. It's diesel? Curve crawling, yeah, exactly. So this is where you can look around, and they are quite detailed. There's nothing, I see nothing wrong here with the detail in the truck. But I did say that I'd be happy to lose this feature of looking around, just to be able to get a simple look left, back to the middle, look right, back to the middle. Exactly the same as Bus Sim. Copy Bus Sim. Get the hills on, it'll be back to 10k. Yeah, exactly. Can you move the camera back so you can see more? No, you haven't got a field of view, which is a shame, because on this particular truck, on all of them really, they do feel a little bit close to the windscreen. But yes, that's looking around, and once you get it back to the middle, it's fine. It's fine. Are they going to get licenses for real trucks? I wouldn't have thought so, Gavin. They've gone to all this work. Tell them, thank you. They've gone to all this work. Let's pull out. They've got... What's happened with the AI? Let's have a look and see what happens. So we're holding up some traffic. It hasn't really got intelligent AI. They won't overtake you or anything like that. The AI is very sticking to a route unless you're there and stop. When you move, they'll carry on. Yeah, Kenny B, hello mate. Yeah, it does need more traffic. I've said that in the video. Absolutely it does, yeah. Yeah, no worries, Pro. I'm trying to answer as many people as possible. Right, let's get going. Could you lower your camera? What do you mean by that? Lower your camera. What do you mean? See here, I want to look left, but I can't. Not without messing around with the controller. Is there a horn? Yes, there is. And it's terrible. The horn needs sorting out. Hopefully they do that. Lower the camera so you can see. Thank you very much, Bodron. I appreciate that. Need an American version of it. I would love this game. Yeah, see you later, Dave. I would love this game to have American trucks. It's a fictional location. They're fictional brands. I see absolutely no reason why in the future we can't have American trucks. Absolutely no reason. So I'm really holding out, fingers crossed. That is one of my big requirements, that we can have big bull-nose trucks, American style trucks, like Kenwoods, you call them. You know, they don't all need to be European style trucks. Let's get some American trucks in there. Channel 2, how you doing? Is there any potholes or rough roads? No, there isn't. The map needs to be on a navigation. Yeah, I don't mind the map down there, to be honest with you. It's the same as all the other trucking games. I don't mind the map there. The GPS. Right, we're just going to pull in here. No, there's no police. Right, so there's our trailer behind us. Hello, Chris. How are you? Can you do a separate video on the rig? There is already one, Luke. I'll come into Discord and I'll send it to you there. Well, if you lower it, you're just gonna end up seeing. You could do it like that, I suppose. Yeah, you could do it like that. I quite like that. Yeah. Good suggestion. That is quite nice, actually, isn't it? Thank you, Level. I don't know what the rotation is officially. I've got no idea. Oh, I'm going to need to go out here. I'm going to need to go out. Oh, look at that, look. I tell you what, one of my weak points is parking. Any regulars in the channel now will tell you one of my weak points is parking. Dennis, yeah, a lot of people have been talking about Fnatic. How Fnatic isn't supported on the Bus Sim or Truck Driver. I wonder why that is. Is it hard to get it working? I'm not really sure. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. So you keep going back until the triangle appears. So this is how I like to do it. Nice and. Are you going to do it? Nice and slow. I don't like to speed. I like to do it nice and slow, and just enjoy it. There you go. So again, there's nothing really realistic about that way that pops onto the back of your truck, but don't forget, it's not a vehicle sim. It's just a fun trucking title for your console. Who knows, in the future, you know, once they get the game fully up and running with DLCs, extra trucks, then they can start to look at things like that. And wouldn't it be great in the future to get a DLC? I don't know whether it be paid for. I've got no idea. These things need to be paid for somewhere along the line, but maybe free mixed in with paid for. But wouldn't it be great to get, right, we've got another DLC for you lads, we've got an expansion to such and such area, we've got improvements on the way you hook up your trailer, we've got this improvement, that improvement. How exciting would it be to dive back into the game and try all these improvements out? That's the sort of support I want from Sedesco on this game, and it will keep it alive. It's already got the community it needs, absolutely. I mean, you know, there's a lot of people in this chat now that have pre-ordered or buying the game. It's got the community. It's really over to Sedesco now to, you know, flourish that community and give us what we want, basically. Right, okay, let's get inside and go and deliver this. It's just a normal box trailer, so there's nothing particularly special about this one. So let's go. It doesn't actually feel hugely different. See, this is the weird thing about the... Right, okay, let's just show you what we've done. I know we've taken our time, and I know I haven't driven particularly quickly, but we only started there, didn't we? Then we went up to Pine Creek, and we went all the way over here. We already need another sleep. Already we need another sleep. I'm just going to try and find the nearest sleep station. There is one on the way there, so hopefully we'll make it there. Is your parking better in real life? I'm awesome in real life. Absolutely awesome. See, we need to look right here. You know, I need to look right. I'm just about to pull out. So we're using the mirrors there. Absolutely, I need the right-hand mirror, without a doubt. Right, now I'm trying to move over and just centralize the controller. There we go. Whoever said that about putting the camera angle down? I quite like that. That was a good suggestion. Well done. Just tunes in. Looking forward to this. Welcome, mate. Welcome. I don't know, Anthony. I think the stamina needs looking at. Yeah, we'll go to... That's what we're going to do next. We're going to go to fill up with some gas. Whatever gas it takes. I'm presuming some kind of petrol or diesel. Are they all diesel these days? Can you press any of the buttons inside the truck like Bus Sim? No, you can't turn. So we're going to drive... can you fuel? Yeah, we can do that, yeah. Where's the left mirror? Well, the left mirror is the field of view. It's quite a wide mirror. So, yeah, luckily in this particular truck, we've got the graphical, the GUI ones, mirrors on the actual HUD. Can you sleep during a job? Yes, you can. But if you fall asleep, well, if your stamina... see, I've got some issues here. I've got to deliver it in a... Right, the pressure's on. I've got a timer to deliver this mission. I need petrol. I need sleep. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with the sleep, actually. This is quite interesting. Now, we've only got 6 minutes. If I sleep for 4 hours, is this job gonna cancel? I mean, it should do, shouldn't it? Electric truck, yeah. Do they exist in real life, Sandy? Electric trucks, is that a thing? Is it beta? No. This is almost the final version. Yeah, I would like to have field of view. The thing is, though, the more you show of the cab, the more system resources it does take. That's why a lot of these things... oh, they do. They do have electric trucks. We should have them. This is why a lot of these things aren't on console. Now, if I remember rightly, I'm just going to check the map, because I think we've got to go left. Have we? Yes, we have. Let's go left to find that sleep station. I literally just went down there for my indicators then. That was weird. It's already on the PlayStation store, Michael. You can go and pre-order it now if you wanted to. Right, where is the sleep station? And as you can see, like real life, the GPS is now having a wobble and trying to find the best way to get me back on track. Do you have to indicate? Well, like real life, you don't have to. But I like to, even if there's no one there. Can you turn off stamina? No, you can't. No. Right, this is one thing I don't like about the game. Watch this. We're driving up. Gonna press triangle. I didn't stop. I didn't press the brake. Wouldn't it be great if there was a parking area where you had to come in, you had to reverse, and then you can stop your engine, then you can sleep. The fact that you can just drive up there and press triangle is a little bit sloppy, and it needs looking at. And hopefully we get these little things sorted over the next few weeks, before and after launch. Right, let's sleep. That's interesting. Right, okay, so I suppose being a video game, they can't do everything. We've still got 4 minutes. Even though we've had a 4-hour sleep. It's video game life, isn't it? It's fine. Actually, we might be alright around here. I'm probably going to jackknife. Are we going to hit that? Oh yeah. Reversing, yeah, I'll do anything not to reverse. Right, we do need that on. It's about £34, something like that, £30. Depends on where you are. No, there's no multiplayer in it. It's single player. Right, I'm just going to pull out because I can't be bothered to keep messing around with the controller. I just want to drive. No, you can't change it from kilometers, which again you should be. You also can't customize your number plate as well. Just silly little things that you should be able to do. Yeah, you can pre-order it on the PlayStation Store. I'm not a big fan of pre-ordering. I think you get discount actually on this particular one. Yeah, you do get a bit of discount, which I suppose is some incentive to pre-order. I'm not a massive fan of pre-ordering. I like to wait. I'm sorry that's a little bit clunky there. It's because I'm... oh, got my wife here. Yes, it's... Yeah, I know. Thank you very much. There's no fan or nothing, no. No, don't worry. Right, okay, so we've got 2.5 minutes. I've got my dog behind me. Hello, doggy. Tea or coffee? Always tea. Always tea. Never coffee unless tea runs out. Right, we've got 2 minutes. I don't think we're going to make this, you know. Yeah, we're not going to make it. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to speed up because the sat-nav is telling me that we've got 4 minutes to get there, but I've only got 2 minutes. So I'm going to speed up and drive like I wouldn't normally. Yeah, she's laying behind me. If I had a real truck, she would come with me. I promise you that. She'd love it as well. She loves just sitting behind me. So if I had a truck, she would... No, I am speeding. Absolutely, I am. Right, this looks quite nice down here, actually. You've got this sort of vista as you come over. I quite like it. It looks nice. Oh, I don't know about that rhyme. Will they make it a feature to turn the stamina off? I wouldn't mind them to turn it off, but I think... it gives you another thing to think about, doesn't it? You know, you have got to plan it. Like, if I don't make this in time, this mission is going to cancel, which is annoying, but at the same time, sorry, at the same time, I should have planned it better. So it does give you one more thing to think about. If you turn that off and you turn fuel off, and you know, what are you actually doing? You're just driving. So it is nice to have it. I just think that it needs to last a little bit longer, because all I did, it's not even a day's work, is it? That was like getting up in the morning, having your breakfast, going to see your mate, go to work, pick something up, and then go, oh, I better have a drive. No, if it affects it, you just go back and get it again. Force feedback is absolutely fine, Jacob. No, there's no side lights on the trailer, unfortunately. When is it coming for PC? I think it's coming out in November, a couple of months after. Right, let's show you what a fine looks like once you go through here. So you can't do this normally. Come on, we've got 22 seconds. Oh my god, we're not going to do it. And annoyingly, yeah, we're not going to do it. Wow. That's because I was chatting and taking my time and that. Bloody stamina. 11th of November, yes. Mrs. Doubtfire. Ooh, Mrs. Doubtfire. We're not going to do it. Job failed. Really? Sorry, Sven. God. Has that just taken the truck? Oh, okay. It's just by magic he took the trailer off of me. Wow. Don't just take the trailer off of me. That needs sorting out, doesn't it? Yeah, you should really be able to continue with the delivery, but don't get any XP or any money or anything like that. Maybe even get money deducted off. The fact that you failed and the trailer has just simply disappeared is another fine-tuning thing that really does need looking at. Me personally, if I was designing the game, I would still allow you to complete the journey. I would just have it that you got pay some compensation. Money would come off rather than go on. So that's a little bit clunky. But yes, okay. So let's go somewhere else. Let's go up to these northern plains and go and see who's up there. So let's just take a nice little drive and go up and get someone else. Magic Trailers, friends, Magic Trailers. Oh god, I've just scrolled through all of them. Right, here we go. Can the engines, the sounds be made louder? Let's have a look at the options and see whether we can turn it up anymore. Audio... no, not really. No. Do you want it louder? Can you hear me okay over the engine noise? I can make it louder on the stream if you want to hear. They're not particularly loud noises, I will say. Do you need a license? No, you just go and pick them up. Have you finished story mode? No, I haven't. No. Yes, Busim got a date. Yeah, Busim is the 17th of September. No, L3 doesn't do anything. No. No, could they make... Yeah, I would love that. Yeah, L3, press that down. Yeah, definitely, I would love that. Right, why is the sat-nav having a wobble? It doesn't... It needs to turn me back, doesn't it? Yeah, they are quite close, Lewis, but don't forget, this isn't a direct... this isn't a simulator. This is, as it stands presently, you know, it's I don't want to sound... I don't want it to sound like I'm knocking it. It's an arcade take on a truck delivery game. Now, I think that's a fair way to describe it, or how I would describe it, because it hasn't got a huge amount of sim aspects, so you can't call it a sim. And it's not called Truck Driving Sim, is it? It's just called Truck Driver, because really that's what this is about. It's just driving around, picking up and delivering. Why did it want me to... Yeah, that's fine. It should be fine. Let's see what the sat-nav makes of that now. Can you knock over signs? No, no, you can't. No. What is stamina for? You basically just got a... Well, you've got stamina in real life, haven't you? You can't just drive forever. Eventually, you have to go and sleep somewhere. Albeit in this game, I think that it's far too quick. You know, we haven't even done a day's work and you're sleeping. I mean, if he wouldn't last very long, would he? What is that cowboy hat? Oh, we're discovering stuff together on the stream. Let me just have a look at the map. What is the cowboy hat? It's when you start the map, like I said, at the very, very, very beginning of the game, you'll get a tutorial to go and drop one load off. Right, that's it. When that's finished, the game will say to you, feel free to go and speak to someone. The only people you can speak to are the ones in yellow. So this is the first one. This is the fishmonger. There is a nuclear plant. Yes, there is. I can take you up there. Actually, I think we're going up there. I think that's where we're going. Let me have a look. Yeah, we're actually... I think we're going there. But yeah, when you start, the only people you can go and talk to are the ones in yellow. Now you start off with the fishmonger, then you've got the builders, and then Pine Creek opens up. I've been playing this quite a lot on the PC. I haven't really ground a lot on the PlayStation 4. So yeah, I just noticed actually for the first time ever, there's a cowboy hat, and it's grey, so we won't be able to. If it is a mission giver, he won't be able to give us any missions because it's grey. But let's go and have a look. I don't know what the cowboy hat actually means. Oh, hello. I think this is going to tell us who we have to, what mission giver we have to complete. I think that's what it's going to say. Oh my god. Hello, sweetheart. What? Maybe you can help me. You got to complete David Sung's third mission. Who is that? Down by the dock in the dark. Who is this hanging around? Hello, darling. Want to buy some videos? Hello, my dear. Yeah, she is a looker. She's lovely, isn't she? She looks like a prisoner from Cell Block H. Yeah, exactly. I've asked 3 times now, JS, you can put in a complaint. The game is very tiny and not detailed. Arcade games for £30. That's not a question, is it? That's a statement. It's a made-up country. Yes, everything here is fictional. Yeah, Molly O'Shea. Yeah. That's a statement. You haven't asked anything. You've just stated. I can't really answer a statement, can I? Automatic gears or manual. They start off automatic. You can go back to the garage and install a manual gearbox, then you can use manual. I like automatic. So let's carry on with our day. Automatic's easy. It's good for me because where I stream and nice and busy streams where I want to chat, you know, I want to make sure that everyone gets answered apart from JS. No, you didn't ask why is it so expensive. You just said you're not going to buy it because it's expensive. That's different. Right, let's set the map again. That should work then. I do struggle with this camera though. That's not really for me to decide. Oh god, that's not really for me to decide, Adrian. All I can do is do my job, which is show you, and then it's up to you for you to decide. All I can do is show you as much in-depth information, which I'd like to think, especially on these particular games, Truck Driver and Bus Sim, that I've shown you as much information as I possibly can, so you can make an informed choice. That is why I made that video a little while ago, just giving you a little bit of background information on what I think is missing in its current state, just so you're informed. Is there a UK map? No, it's all fictional. It's not like Euro Truck where you go through Spain and Germany, etc. It's all fictional, which is good really, because it means that the limitations aren't bound by anything. They could make an island that you have to go to on a ferry. Easier again. That. That's not for me to answer, JS. I'm not the developer. I'm not the publisher. I'm just here showing you. I've got no idea about pricing. That's for you to decide. No, the trailer won't tip. Yeah, the trailer won't tip. At least it stopped raining, right? Yeah, at least it stopped raining. I wasn't very happy with the rain. That's the first time I've seen rain. It wasn't rain, and the wipers didn't work. Take the rain out, disable, yeah, find that and disable it, because that wasn't the best effect, unfortunately. So I'd rather have no rain than have that. Can you run people over? No, because if you start running people over, you have to age rate it. Again, all these little things you don't understand when you just go, oh, I want this, I want that. You know, they'd have to put a higher age rating on there if you was allowed to run people over. That's why Bus Sim do it as well. where you just get a white screen. You don't see any death or blood or anything like that. In this game, they just disappear. In Bus Sim, you just get a bright white screen. So, you know, it makes sense, doesn't it? Because otherwise they've got to make it an 18. You know, and why would they do that, you know? I don't rate games, Raffle. I don't think it's not my style, you know. I don't rate games. All I do, you go to a lot of channels, don't they? And they graphics 8 out of 10 and sound 6 out of 10. And do I recommend it, or would I put a hold on for the sale? I'll just show you the information, have a real good chat about it, and then let you make your mind up. It's up to you, you know. It really is up to you. Again, I haven't used that look left and right. 19th of September. Yeah, that's all it is. You know, I consider my job as a YouTuber just to show you stuff, not to preach down your throat. Oh, you gotta buy this, you must buy this, or don't buy that. It's not really my place to do that. I've never liked that on YouTube videos. I just show you what I got to show you, and you know, let you make your mind up. Give you my opinions, of course, but yes, yeah, you can add me on PlayStation 4. It's definitely not the, you know, I'll always give you my opinion. It's definitely not the full bulging title that I was hoping it was going to be. There's a speed camera. All I can hope is that we get future support. Unfortunately, Sodesco have been very quiet about that, so I can't guarantee that. You can't guarantee that. I know that they would like to support it, but I would just need, you know, I just want to hear something from them with regards to what's happening to the future of Truck Driver, because there is a future here. If supported, there is a future. Also, one thing you have to remember is the state of Euro Truck 1 when it got released was pretty, I don't know the word. It wasn't what it is now. It's evolved into what it is. And sometimes titles like this, with a lot of potential, need that time to nurture, get it in the community's hands, find out what the community want. But with this particular title, I think that as developers, they know 50% of what people want already without even asking. The rest of it can just be polished by asking the community what they would like the most. Thank you for subscribing, I appreciate that. Had to cancel my pre-order for now. Yeah, of course, that's, you know, I want to give you that information to give you that informed choice. You know, like I say, I would never make a video, you know, and actually if you look on my channel, there's no negative videos on my channel, because if I'll get sent a lot of games. If I don't like the game, I instantly turn it off and uninstall it. I'm not really one of those, oh, this will be good, I can roast this game. No, it's just not my style. Thank you, Penguin of Kent. Oh, nice one. Yeah, the community wants Euro Truck 2 on PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, the PlayStation 4 standard and the Xbox would never be able to run it, so that isn't going to happen. And even if Euro Truck did come to console, it's going to have to be a cut-down version. It's going to have to be. So there's going to be... thank you very much for all of your lovely subscriptions. I appreciate that. I know you're not... I know you're not rushing the journey, but the journey feels relatively long. Yeah, I've got no problem with the map, as long as we're going to get more. If this is it, right? If Sodesco come on and go, right, we've got this game for you. We're shutting down development of Truck Driver now. This is it, right? Enjoy the game. Then you'd have to think to yourself, okay, that is quite a small map for the future of the game. I like the map. I've always liked the map, and I've tried to show you as much as I possibly can about the map. And I have said on my videos before, if you drive properly, the map seems a lot bigger than it actually is. It's a bit like Bus Simulator in that aspect. As long as you drive properly, the environment feels larger than it is. Why has it took me here? It's just gonna... What's happened? Where has this took me? Let's just park in the bus stop. Possibly, Terry. Yeah, that's a good point. Possibly. Well, I want to go to the Mission Giver, not just be chucked here. That's like the time I went to Disneyland once. First time I drove to Disneyland with the family. It was really dark. It was raining by the time we got here. I was really worried about the sat-nav. And we drove up a road, and it's a dead end. And it went, "You have reached your destination." And me and my wife both looked at each other. What? No. Yeah, and if this reminds me of that, I've just gone to the Mission Giver, and it's not actually here. So maybe we've got to have a a look around for it. Playing it, Arnage. I'm in it, mate. I'm in it. How many hours in the game? I don't know what, Bodram, what the actual hours would be. I've spent quite a few hours in here making videos, driving around, and I haven't finished the campaign yet. It's quite quick to finish the first couple of mission givers, like this one down here, for example. These are the first two that you get given, which is the fishmonger. I think he's got about 8 or 9 missions before you get to... I don't know if you've seen my video of towing the big bus. A big bus, what am I talking about? The big boat. That's his sort of final mission, if you like. You can go back to him at any time. I could drive there now and pick up a mission all the time from these. So even... no one's getting on the bus. Yeah, you're right, Daz. Well done. Even if you finish all these missions, you can go back there and get more. You know, so it's not going to... The game isn't going to run out. Yeah, Sarah. Yep. Hi, Sarah. How you doing? Right. Let's try and find. Where this mission giver is, because it's meant to be here somewhere. God knows what's happening there. I hope I haven't found some kind of bug. I mean, it says it's here, doesn't it? Can you play it online? No, you can't. As long as you're not sending me close friend requests. Don't send me close friend requests. Didn't realise you wasn't the developer. Yeah, no, I'm not. It would be quite rude, though, to come in going, oh, it's too dear. If anything's too dear, you just make your own choice, don't you? You don't sort of... I went to McDonald's today, and I thought that was a little bit dear. But I can't say to him, wait, why is that dear? You just walk out, don't you? Or you pay it. Yeah, never send a close friend request. It freaks me out. Oh, we got to know his real name. We have to know his real name. No, you just send a normal friends request. So cancel that and send me a normal one. Right, let's pull over again. Let's pull over. We're trying to find this... I don't know what's happened there. I mean, that is a mission giver there. Yeah. Let's remove it and put it back. God knows what's happened then. It's David Sung, right? And if you remember, when we went to that very lovely looking lady down by the docks, it said you have to finish David Sung's 3rd mission. So there's definitely someone called David Sung. Yeah. Sorry, I sent you another one. Yeah, no worries, that's fine. I don't know... Oh, sorry, mate. I don't know where the mission is. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to play it on controller just for a second. Just so we can have a good look around and find out what's going on. It could be in any of these, I suppose. Can you crash a lorry? Not really. Follow the arrows, they point a certain way. Yeah, maybe, maybe. No, it's not that. It's not that at all. Oh! Right, that is what happens when you run someone over. They disappear, and that isn't through bad development. That is through age restrictions. So if you wanted them to fall down and their head fall off, you got to make the game an 18. That would limit who buys it. So that's why they've done that. Let's. No, I don't think. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Am I here? Yeah, that's me, isn't it? Hang on, have I just messed up totally? This is me, isn't it? I think I've just messed up. That's all I've done. I'm not actually there yet. I'm just simply not there yet, that's all. Yeah, sorry, I'm not there. Yeah. Of course I'm the blue arrow. I was just having a senior moment then. I didn't even say sorry. I know, that's how hard I am. Yeah, sorry, I was having a proper senior moment then. Why did it bring me down here then? I know, PS4, I know, I've got it now. I've played it before. I've played it before, I was just having a bit of a senior moment. Yeah, drink driving. And look what's happening already, look at my stamina. I've hardly done anything. I know, I'm miles away. Well, it just shows you, doesn't it? That it feels like we've been driving for ages. But why did the game bring me down here? That's what I want to know. Yeah, Peter, I have streamed Dirt 2 on the channel. I did a review with the Thrustmaster handbrake. I do need to play more of that. I'm actually liking WRC. Really like it. Do you have Jack Daniels in your tea? No. I know, we've got fuel. We've got issues here. Oh, God. This happens, though. You get sent to the same place. To make the map seem bigger? Well, I don't know about that. I think it was either my mistake, I don't know. at the tender age of 47. Kids, this is what you have to look forward to. Thank you to all those lovely people in here. There's 362 people still in here. I do appreciate it. And thank you for helping me get to 15k tonight, which is lovely. Right. Hopefully we're going to pass a petrol station soon, and we can fill up and sort our stamina out. It doesn't, yeah, the thing is though, Hunkman, I can understand why you're asking me, but it doesn't really matter what I enjoy more, does it? It's what you think you'll enjoy. Yeah, there is tyre wear to a certain extent. I'll show you the garage in a minute. You have got to repair your truck, and you do replace your tyres, because as the tyres wear out, the braking distances go crazy, you know, really, really, really bad braking distances, but it doesn't really tell you how much they're worn out. You just go to the garage and replace them every now and again. You can see from the truck bottom right, it does change colour, but it's still not really clear enough. Thank you very much to all those lovely people that are subscribing. I normally say thank you to every single person, but they're coming in thick and fast. I'm not sure if there's a... Mark, check my channel out. My last video was a 3-hour stream of Bus Simulator. Yes, it is coming. Does it run at 1080p? It runs at, I think it runs at 4K. It says favour graphics or favour resolution, so I'm sure there's a 4K on there, as long as you got the Pro. Right, we've got issues. We've got issues. Right, again, we've got issues, and I do apologise about this. It's because I'm chatting. That's all it is. But it does actually show a good example. I'm going to use this. I love this. I love this bridge. Look at that bridge. That looks cool, doesn't it? What is favour resolution? Well, 4K, I imagine, a higher resolution or more detail. Yeah, the base will be 1080p, of course, yeah. Right, we've got a... Right, we should be fine. We should be fine. There is a sleep station there. Yeah, Mikey, I know Forza Horizon 4. I've played that on the channel. I should play more of that. Part of you wants to get out of the truck. I suppose it would be a nice feature. You can't get out of the truck in Euro Truck, so and that I'm sure that would have been asked for many times. I suppose these features, like what I was saying earlier, yeah, everyone wants this. Someone said the other day, I want to. Someone said the other day, I'm sorry if you're here. I don't mean it in a silly way, but someone said the other day, I wish that you could. Oh, this bloody camera! I wish you could get out your truck and go to a cafe and have coffee. You know, yeah, okay, it would add something, wouldn't it? I'm not sure what it would add, but you'd only do it once, wouldn't you? Right, now this is something I was talking about on my video the other day. They're expecting me to drive up onto this pavement and sleep here. They're expecting me to sleep outside when there's a lovely car park in there, right, where you could have a sleep station where you've got a park, and they want me to sleep here. So little things like that strike me as not being thoroughly thought about, and I would love them to be revisited and go, yeah, yes, it needs to be over there, or as a sleep station there. This is no good sitting here, absolutely. Is there a tutorial for Bus Sim? Yeah, I suppose so. It starts you off on a tutorial, yeah. Mark, in the UK and Europe, I think Bus Sim is coming on disc. I know it's in the UK. Same for Truck Driver, I think, but there's going to be regions where it's digital only. Right, so we're finally here at the mission giver, which is where I thought it was, but it wasn't. But we're here now. We're here now. Yeah, if you can already pre-order it a little bit cheaper off of places like Amazon, and that will be a disc. So just look in your region and see whether... I like digital games, yeah, I prefer digital. Right, jobs, okay. So let's see what David... So this is the first time I've been up here. Oh, great, even more things to worry about. Just hurry up, will you? Oh, that's a great way to start a relationship, isn't it? So I don't know what David actually does, but there's a little conversation we're going to watch. So he's saying to me, you're the new driver. Yeah, I do need fuel, you're right. Yeah, hopefully we can get there. Yeah, it could definitely be better, Dell. Of course, yeah, absolutely, I agree. I suppose it's a case of what bits need to be better, what's the quickest way to make them better, and will it please everyone or just some people, you know? Under a lot of pressure, just take care of this bit of cargo for me and make it quick, real quick. Okay, so is the oh, here it is. It's over here. I'm going to do this bit on the controller. Yeah, I know we need fuel. I know we should be fine. I should be able to find. So you can see the truck actually moves around quite a bit, and you've got you know, if you brake, you've got this as well. So there are, you know, it's not totally stiff. It's certainly not a simulator, but I think it does a good enough job. I don't know what David actually does or sells. Looks like power generators or something. I mean, that looks alright to me. 402. Oh, it says 367 on my screen. There's some secret people like that not watching properly. So yeah, the way it attaches might not be the most realistic, but like I say, this isn't a full-on sim. And if you're buying it as a sim, you'd probably be disappointed. It's best to know your expectations of the game. It's not a sim. It's you know, it's a drive-in, delivery, and pickup game. I think that's the best way to describe it. Can the sun blind you? It can actually, Hunk. Yeah, some of the sunsets in this game are very, very pretty. Very pretty. Is there heavy haulage? Not as such, no. There's special loads that you get at the end. If you go to each mission giver and you do a number of missions for them, the first couple of NPCs, I think it was about 8 or 9 missions. At the end, it's almost like a completion mission. You go and pick up something special. I've picked up a boat before, I've picked up a couple of statues. So yeah, there's no heavy. Again, that's something you could do in the future. Can you imagine it? I don't think that I don't know if we're going to get extra wide stuff like you do in Euro Truck. The reason I don't think that is because the AI isn't intelligent at the moment. They're just going around on their set ways, basically. They don't react to you, so I can't see how you would be able to take a huge load down here and expect the AI to suddenly pull over and let you through. I don't think huge loads would happen, certainly not in the current state of the game, but more loads, more interesting loads would be fantastic. I know, Steve. Well, a lot of people do that. We've got a lovely geezer called Potter in the community. He drives all day and he even comes home and races, or he goes home and plays Euro Truck. Loves it. We've got some bus drivers as well that can't wait for Bus Sim to come out. I know full well I'm low on fuel. I know that. No, the scenery's totally fine. I like the map. I like the game and I like the map. Like I say, when I made that video, you know, a serious discussion. That's all it was a discussion. Do you transport live animals? No, but wouldn't that be fantastic? With a time limit as well. You know, you have to get you know, the animals there. All this sort of stuff can be done. All of it can be done. We just need to get the main bits working, which, you know, realistically, and I'm always the first to say this, they should have been sorted. And I haven't got the final build yet, so a lot of these things that I'm moaning about, they could be sorted. If they're not, I'm pretty confident, knowing as I do the developer and most importantly the publisher Sedesco, I know they're passionate about this. I know they want to make the best product they possibly can for you. So even if these bits aren't at launch, I really hope that they come thick and fast afterwards, and I'm pretty much sure. Steve, that is one of the best comments. Yes, this could be the next No Man's Sky. Absolutely. That, you've just rounded it off for me perfectly. Look at No Man's Sky. Look at the community behind the initial release of No Man's Sky. They expected so much. I think the developer got swamped with what everybody wanted, and that could be, again, I'm not speaking for Sedesco, these are my opinions, but that could be what's happened here. You know, I'm in their Discord, everyone's in there, I want this, I want that, is it going to have this? You could theoretically get swamped with what everyone wants. That could have happened here, and you're so right, Steve. It could be the next No Man's Sky. Who knows? We could be laughing when we look back and think, oh god, look how it released, look what it is now. Yeah, annoyingly, if you run out of fuel, that's it, your mission will finish and you'll be chucked back to your garage. Annoying. However, look at No Man's Sky now. Exactly, Jamie, I love No Man's Sky. I really hope I can get to a garage for you, because I don't want to fail another mission. I've come on to show you Truck Driver and I've ended up failing 2 missions, but it actually shows you that the game isn't just a simple case of dropping off. There is a little bit of management to do. I have passed petrol stations and missed them. I have passed sleep stations and missed them. So it's good actually that you've seen this. It does show you that you do need to think about the game. This is quite nice. I like this little tunnel going underneath. I mean, honestly, the environment is quite nice. I like the environment. I really do. Do you eat Yorkies? Yeah. I wouldn't say there's no traffic. But Sandy, we do need more traffic, yes. Oh, I don't know, George. Over the next couple of weeks, I followed these games very, very closely, and it would be silly. I love Windows Dirty, Sonny. I love them. It'd be silly of me not to continue covering them right up until release. So the next couple of weeks, I made a video. That is what happens. And there's no steering either. There's no steering. Look, it's just absolutely... It's made me crash. So it's just failed the job. Wow. It's just failed the job. Hang on a minute though. Why the time? Was it on the time limit, this one? I didn't see. I was chatting away. Did it have a time limit? I'll tell you what I'm going to do now. I'm going to go back to the garage. That's a bit of a shame. That's a shame. Jason, you're very good at this game. Doesn't matter. I'm showing you the game. It doesn't matter that I failed both missions. There was a time limit, yeah. Yeah, it did, yeah. Well, I messed up then, didn't I? Let me show you a couple of bits here before we finish. No, that wasn't a senior moment. That was a I'm going to run out of petrol moment. Yeah, exactly, Adrian. You'll always get honesty, yeah, absolutely. You would see through dishonesty very, very quickly and very, very easy. And I don't want, you know, I'm not here to be dishonest to anyone. Show us all the trucks. Have you ever completed a mission? Get out of it, hunk. Yes, I have. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll finish the stream, because I said I'd stream about an hour and a half. I know I messed up on a couple of missions, but actually, that was good. Like I say, will you be getting Max to finish this? Like I say, I've shown you that you do have to think about it. Let's finish up by having a chat and showing you the trucks and what you can do to them. Your bus sim vids got me onto the channel. I love bus sim. Absolutely love it. Sigita, hello, question mark. Hello, how are you? Right, okay, so let's go back. This is the starter truck you're going to get. Actually, before we do that, let me show you how to repair. So the one with the tick, at least you didn't crash. The one with the tick is the one you've got equipped at the moment. So you can go in there, and you can see over on the... Oh, you can't. It's just behind me. It says repair. So we can click repair. Actually, let me move myself so I can show you. Right, so behind there you've got repair. So you go into repair and you can just replace the tyres. I have spoken to Sedesco about this and said, well, could we have some kind of meter on there to know how much wear we've got left? Don't give up your bus driver job. I would like a meter to see how much the tyres are worn out, because all I can do is just replace them and they disappear off the list. Bodywork. It's only $16, so I suppose looking at the figure it tells you that there's not much to do. So we'll do that. And repair engine, 57, so we'll do that as well. Engines, you can actually change the engine. Now I'm not sure what difference this does to the drive, and I'm not interested. You talk too much and seem very awkward. Yeah, I'm not awkward, yeah, no. Can you get a broken windscreen? No, absolutely not, no. Came to the channel for truck driver, bought bus sim, thanks for the content. No worries, Penguin, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm not sure what difference really having a newer or faster engine is, because I don't want to drive that fast anyway, but you can change the engines. Bumpers, these are all the things that you can change, so we can change all of this. They're all locked at the moment, so it's going to give you... Wow, this Euro Truck 2 garage update looks cool. How are you, Potter? Just in case anyone, Jason is not sitting in a mobility scooter. No, I didn't move to the other side of the screen. Right, let's keep on topic with what we're finishing here. So these are all locked, so it keeps you playing the game. You know, I want to unlock all of these. Absolutely do I. So we've got cabins, we've got different cabins we can fit. Yeah, there's a lot of customization, a lot of detail gone into them. We've got the backside. So if you haven't got a backside, you can fit them, which looks lovely. I love, so we've got sunscreens, if you look up there. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on. We've also got light bars. So we've got all this you can fit up there. There's a lot of stuff to be done. So that's that. Let's start at the beginning. This is the yeah, Duckington, you're welcome to your opinion. This is the starter truck, so that's the one we're going to start with, and then you can buy a different version of that. I've purchased this one. If anyone watches my videos on the PC version, you may remember that I bought that truck on the PC version. It drove really, the turning circle, probably because it's got extra wheels, it really did need, it really did drive very, very differently. One of them's got a beacon, this one's got a beacon, and I think it does work. We've got this one here, which looks like a lovely truck. I like that. That's cool. And again, once we go in, oh, I haven't got enough money to buy it, so I can't show you the customization. That looks nice. I like that sort of retro. I don't know, it looks like a Volvo to me, would I be right? Because obviously these are, oh, that one's a DAF, is it? Is this one a Volvo, Potter? You're saying that's a DAF? Oh, okay, yeah. And we've got the Tour as well. I quite like that. That's a nice truck. And then we've got the last couple of trucks. That one's a very nice one. I haven't tried that yet. Oh, red is Volvo. Okay, okay. Again, I've got no problem with the trucks. I've got no problem with the customization. Yeah, more power, more grunt, heavier loads. Yeah, you're totally right, Richard. And we've got the jaunt. Again, the trucks isn't an issue in this. You know, before new trucks are needed, we can definitely go, the trucks are fine. Let's look at the environment and the map. The trucks are absolutely fine. In fact, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Got lots of trucks. Trucks aren't an issue. Okay, some of them are very similar to each other, but they've all got their own customization options within them. We've got this one, another six-wheeler, and we got that one. That's the final one. I mean, so they're all nice trucks. The trucks isn't an issue. Can you customize the interior? No, you can't. Early access available? No, because it's coming out in about 8 days. No American trucks, but hopefully in the future. Yeah, they all look like real trucks, just slight changes. There's no license, of course, Potter. Yeah. Right, I think that is it, everyone. So hour and a half. I did plan for an hour and a half anyway. No multiplayer. As soon as I get the updated version, absolutely, I will come on the second I get it, so I can show you any changes. Yeah, please. Yeah, we're done. We're done for tonight. I do apologise that I didn't manage to complete any missions, but it did show you that, you know, it's not a blind game. You don't just go on there and guarantee. You do have to think about things like your petrol and your sleep. Yeah, finished, hour and a half. So that is it, everyone. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for those little cheeky likes you've all been leaving. I do appreciate it. Thank you, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.